Hello everybody, and I am Ivan Spam, also known as Kieran Hill, and today I'm going to talk about my likes and dislikes. So, first up, I suppose we'll put these into categories. Musical likes. I enjoy pretty much any kind of genre except for country. However, my my most favorite kind of genre at the moment is Korean dubstep. Yeah, like Korean pop but with dubstep in it. Um, I also like K-pop as my second favorite. Um, it's my second favorite genre. That's it. And my favorite K-pop band would have to be Big Bang. Now moving on to favorite movies. I don't really know many of my favorite movies, but I have recently found, but I have recently found, but I have recently watched a movie called The World's End, which has Simon Pegg in it, and I found that pretty funny. So I would class that as my number one movie. Now for books. The number one series of books I would have to have read would be Scott Overly Pleasant by an Irish author called Derek Landy. My favourite book in that series, probably Deathbringer, which is I believe the sixth one. Yeah, the sixth book, and basically it has the longest tagline, and I don't just like it for the tagline, but I also like it as a book. But I found tagline funny, kicking evil very hard in the face. Now to games, computer games. My favorite computer game would have to be Team Fortress 2. I tried to make a video of me playing Team Fortress 2, but unfortunately it just took too long. It was a bit hard. There's lots of syncing to do, and I didn't have too much time, so this aggravated me a lot. Moving on to my favourite board game, that would have to be Scrabble. I really enjoy working with words. I may not be the best with words, but a lot of people that I know sometimes call me the human dictionary. It is true that I once read the Concise English Oxford Dictionary, but I didn't remember a lot of the words. I estimated that I only remembered around 5% of their entire dictionary, so that kind of does suck. But I do know quite a few words more. Now, favourite TV show would have to be Doctor Who. My favourite Doctor, David Tennant. When Matt Smith came on, I was a bit sad for David Tennant to leave, but I was willing to give Matt Smith a go. And then I realised that it was a bit odd, in my opinion, and I basically went on a huge, what's it called? Basically, I went off Doctor Who for nearly a month, and that's pretty big. So I missed out quite a lot. I then finally went back to Matt Smith, and I respected him because he's got his own air of uniqueness, I suppose, and yeah, I'm just waiting for Peter Capaldi. I wonder how he will do. What next? I suppose my dislikes now. So, what do I dislike the most? Computer games. My most disliked computer games. I'm not quite sure. There's a lot of computer games that I've played, but I don't necessarily dislike them. Even Minecraft, I kind of like it still. I've gone off it, but I still like it. No reason to dislike it. It's a pretty cool game. So, I don't really have an answer to that one. However, my least favorite, board game would have to be Yahtzee. I can never quite get the right combinations that I need. And also, it's just not really my style. The least favorite book I read, that's hard, me being a bookworm, but, and basically liking all books, but, I suppose, a book that I didn't quite get into was, a online book called Time Surfers. And it's, I forgot the author's name, but, I think it's called Tess Blackwater, but, yeah, that's my least favorite. Doesn't mean that I don't like it. It's, still an alright book. It's just, not my favorite, not one of my favorites, I suppose. My least favorite song, that would, yeah, my least favorite song would have to be Happy by Pharrell Williams. Now, a lot of you out there will probably be going, what? You don't like Happy? You are crazy. But, yeah, I just don't like the song. For some reason, I just find it a little too happy. And that may seem weird to you, yes, but I just don't think it's that good. I also think it's cheesy, but look, just because I think it's too happy doesn't make me no. Quite, yeah, nothing like that. It's just my opinion, so don't take it to heart. You can still like Happy if you want. That's your decision. I'm just telling you what I think. And so, now, my least favorite movie. That, I suppose, yes, that would have to be Frozen. Because I watched Frozen one time at, Dragonskin this year with, some adventurers, and I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it. And before, I kept hearing many people say, Frozen is really bad, but then a lot of other people saying Frozen is the best, and I just was really confused, but in my opinion, I just think it's another cheesy musical, and I'm not really into musicals. Once again, this is just my opinion, so if you like Frozen, that's fine for you. I'm just not into it. So I've done books, I've done games, I've done songs, I've done movies, I've done likes and dislikes. So yeah, my least favorite TV show. That would have to be probably yeah, that's a hard one. I need to think because I don't watch many TV shows. Yeah, I think my least favorite TV show would have to be The Simpsons. Sure, it's alright, and it's funny from time to time, but it's just every episode it ends, no matter what happens, it always ends in such a way that the very next episode can there's basically no alteration. It's basically just the same thing with a tiny bit of quirks here, and a tiny bit of quirks there. So, although The Simpsons is funny and amusing sometimes, I don't think it's the best that there's out there. So that's all I've got for now. So bye for now, but not forever. Persia!